Hi, welcome back to another episode of Meetings where we discuss Torah topics to help us grow. Last week we began learning about the topic called Hislamdus, which we translated as the ability to learn from everyone and everything. We're basing it off of a book written by R Wolbe called Alei Shur. And R Wolbe begins by saying, why is it that this is the topic that we're starting to learn about, that we're trying to perfect ourselves in? And he says, human nature is such that when a person decides they're going to work on themselves, they might naturally fall into a negative character trait known as gaiva, arrogance, or a sense of feeling better than others. After all, you're working on yourself, you're becoming better, and that is not a good place to begin. He wants to begin in a healthy place. And he says the character trait of Hislamdus actually has the opposite effect. Think about it. We're constantly looking for ways to grow and improve ourselves. It's constantly reminding us that we need to become bigger and better. There's also something that I would like to illustrate, and perhaps you've had this experience before. You ever met somebody that you knew or you thought you knew, and then you discover something about them that gives you this wow factor. It's like, wow, I didn't realize that they were so generous. I didn't realize that this person runs a marathon, every week. I didn't realize that this person dedicates his time or volunteers for this or that or the other thing, and all of a sudden you view this person as a great person. Now, nothing really changed other than you just saw something now in them that you didn't see before. And that is exactly what the character trait of Hislamdus is. It's learning to look at people in a way that you start to see their attributes and say, hey, I too want to be like that. And that is a very humbling experience. So let's jump right into the first exercise. R Wolbe says, this week, try to learn 3 things from the people that are around you every single day. It could be a way that they act, a word that they said, and say, hey, that was really nice. I too want to emulate that. And don't forget, in the beginning, it's going to be difficult. Remember, we gave an example last week of a tailor who, when he meets somebody for the first time, it's second nature to him to recognize the type of clothes he's wearing and how they're stitched, because for him, he's a professional at this. We're trying to become professionals at this character trait of Hislamdus. It's going to take time. And in the beginning, it's going to be difficult for us to see people's attributes or things that we can learn from. But after a while, it becomes second nature. Before you know it, you'll start to realize that everybody around you are walking giants. They're a book opened for so much wealth of information and so much to learn from. So I wish you luck this week in trying to learn 3 things every day if possible. And you might only find that you learn 3 things at the whole end of the week, which is fine, because we're just starting. Please leave your comments below. I'd love to hear feedback from you. If you'd like to sponsor the next episode, please email this email address below. And thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.